Good morning all. Yesterday I got asked to talk about how light changes throughout the day and how light affects the body. Now, that is a humongous subject that I could talk about for hours upon hours upon hours. So instead what I'll do is I'll do little snippets, I think, because they're much easier to digest, and therefore we will work in little snippets that you can learn, hopefully appreciate, and maybe make some alterations that will have some positive impacts in your life. So if we look at today, we'll start with the big one, vitamin D, and therefore vitamin D synthesis only occurs when the sun is high enough in the sky. So from around 10:30 today, if you're in the Drammen area or that kind of latitude, then you will be able to synthesize vitamin D. Now, what can vitamin D do? Now, we all know about the immune function, etc., etc. But let's get specific. So, are you slightly intolerant to wheat products, for example? Perhaps you are. Perhaps you know someone that is intolerant to wheat products. And there is a specific gene that has been linked with intolerance to wheat products, the IL-12A gene. Now, what we often find is people with an overactive IL-12A gene are very susceptible to wheat products, because what that gene does, is it's very good for your immune system, basically. We need an active IL-12A gene in order to fight off things like the flu and stuff like that. But once it becomes overactive, it starts to attack a different range of things. And one of those things is wheat in some people. So, why am I talking about that and vitamin D? What we also know is, so if you did a blood test and you got your, you analysed your genes and you found that you had an overactive IL-12A gene, then maybe you would cut out wheat products or reduce your wheat products in order to reduce some of the bloating and gas and stuff like that. But what if it was normal? But you still found that it was you're still getting gas, you're still getting bloating after eating wheat. Now, what they know now is low levels of vitamin D also create an overactive IL-12A gene. So they give you similar symptoms, or can give you similar symptoms, I should say. And therefore, why is it important to get outside in the sun in the times where it's high enough for you to synthesize vitamin D? Because you could actually improve some food sensitivities by being out in the sun when there is vitamin D synthesis available and increasing your vitamin D. So, can we improve food sensitivities by increasing vitamin D levels? Yes, apparently we can. So there you go, there's the first tip. Outside at times of day where you can synthesize vitamin D might actually help you with certain food sensitivities.